Hi guys, and welcome back to A Fountain of Books. So today we're going to talk about my February wrap-up. I did really well this month. I'm so proud of myself. I ended up reading 7 books, which is a huge accomplishment for me. Usually I only get 3 or 4 read, so super excited that I got 7 read. Yeah. So I'm excited to talk to you about them. A couple of them I won't say much about because I am going to do a full review for. But let's get into it. Before we get started though, I'll drink because I feel like I've been talking forever. Okay, so the first book I want to talk about for my February wrap-up is The Unbecoming of Dyer by Michelle Hawkins. This one I read in 3 days, and I still feel like for most of this book, I had already read it. I'm not sure where or when, but I really do feel like I read it. For the last 100 pages, I didn't see coming. I didn't see the how it ended coming, and I'm excited to pick up the next one. It was a 5-star read for me. It's just the first part of it, or no, it's a 4-star read. Excuse me, I gave it 4 stars because the first of it, I really felt like I had read before, and I have never picked up this book before. The most I've done is read the back of it, so that's that. The next one I want to talk about is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. This one I also ended up giving 4 stars. Now, it does have really good queer rep. Our main character is a lesbian. It has a new love and things like that. Like, I'm excited for the second one. My 4 stars is not, oh, I'm not going to pick up the second one. I am going to pick up the second one. I really did like this. But for this one, I felt like I'm giving it 4 stars because I feel like nothing really happens for most of the book. I feel like Hannah just fights with Veronica for most of it and you don't really get to the drama until like midway through the book. And I spent the first part of it kind of bored. I know I was getting to know the characters and things, but I was kind of bored, so I went ahead and gave it 4 stars. But I am excited for the next one that comes out this year and to read it. It's just one of those that I'm not sure the point in the first part. I did like all of the witch talk and all that kind of stuff, so I really did like it, and I'm excited for the next one for that. The next I ended up finishing, I didn't start this month, but I did finish, and that is the Wicca, A Guide for I can't even read. A solitaire practitioner. Excuse all my stickies. These are all notes I want to put in and want to revisit. But this I didn't give a rating. It's more of an educational thing, not a... I didn't feel like I could rate it because it is educational for me. I am really interested in Wicca and Wiccan practices and things like that. So this was my first book I've read about it, and it taught me a lot. And I'm excited to go into further research and things about Wicca and about the religion and things like that. But I did finish that this month, so I did include it because it was a book I read. The next one I finished was Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I know there's been a lot of controversy with Jay Kristoff, but I already own this and I needed the conclusion, so we read it. And guys, I loved it. I loved the ending. I love this series. It's one of the best. I loved it, and I love everything about it. Gemini did rip my heart out. Obsidio almost ripped my heart out a couple times. But I kind of spoiled myself because I was on lunch from work and accidentally flipped open to a page I wasn't on. So it didn't rip my heart out as much as it possibly could have if I had not accidentally read ahead. But it's a 5-star read. I don't have much more to say. It is the 3rd in a series. If you've not picked this up, I highly suggest it. Now, it is written in a... Let me see if I can find a page that won't... I don't want to spoil anything, guys. I really don't. Yeah, that's good. So it is written like a report type thing. Like it's not. See, it's not just a novel. It is written in multiple like different styles. It is like reading a report that you would get on your desk if you were like an investigator or something. And so it does have that. And some of the pages, let me find that one. I just had it in my hold on, guys. I'm trying to find the swirl because it come up. Some of the pages you have to turn to read. Like I had to turn this book upside down to read it, but it's totally worth it. If you've not picked this up, the first one is Illuminae, and it's about Katie. Katie's the planet gets attacked by a company that's not supposed to be attacking them. They're not supposed to be on this planet, and it is all about how she deals with it and the troubles that come up as she's trying to escape from said planet. It has to do with an AI comes into play, and so it's really, really good. I will say the AI is my favorite character in this. It's my favorite character, and I love him, even though he has his flaws and everything. I still love it. This series was so good, and I do want to reread and just experience it all over again. The next one I finished is, let me move because I have two that I want to talk about together. And that is, the next one I'm going to talk about is The Nine Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty. I did film a review for this, but it was just so negative and so snarky. I decided not to post it. This was a 2-star read. I didn't care for it. I don't understand the purpose. But I can see why people do love it. I can see why people got invested. I just didn't get invested in the characters. And the one stressful, suspenseful thing they got into, it wasn't really suspenseful or stressful because it resolved too quickly, if you ask me, my point of view. Now, the build-up was beautiful. That's one of the reasons I gave this a 2-star and not a 1. The build-up to it was wonderful. I was wondering what's going on. Like, okay, now this is making sense. Like, this was not cleared. Like, what? But then we get into it, and it's just like, it was a letdown at the end. I wanted someone to die. No one died. I figured someone was going to. I was hoping this was going to be like a murder, thriller, mystery. Nope. I would say it was suspenseful. I would say it's a suspenseful contemporary of anything. This book is all about 9 perfect strangers who check into a health resort and what happens at said health resort for the week. They are there for 10 days. They are supposed to fast for part of it. You know that you're only going to get the food they give you. You're supposed to be detoxing off like alcohol and chocolate and all the things that are bad for us. And what happens at that health resort. But it just didn't click for me, so I did give it 2 stars. The next two, my last two I finished, I'm going to actually talk about sort of together. So, let me make sure I got them in the right order. Yes. Okay, so the first one I finished was Awakening by Kate Tinnerman. I might be saying that wrong. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. This series is one that's so good. They are really like tiny books, but they are worth it. This series is all about Morgan, and she's a normal teenager in the Northwest, I believe. And what happens when a new boy comes to town and she starts learning about Wicca and learning things about herself that she didn't know. I don't want to say more than that because I don't want to give spoilers. Now, this is the 5th book in the series, and I also have the 6th one. This one for me, we finally got to the point where the main love interest is not good, and I am so excited about that. He was almost too good to be true for a really long time in these books, and now it's like, oh, he was, what? Like, he messed up. Okay, what's going on here? So it's really, really good. She does get another love interest in this book, and it's just really good. I really am invested, and there's 14 or 15 books in the series, and I'm excited to get to all of them, and I'm on 5. The other one I have, and I will probably get done, I have less than, let's look, 50 pages left of it. I'll probably finish it tonight. I am filming this a little early. Last day of February is tomorrow, so I'm including this in my wrap up because I'm going to finish it before the end of February, and that is Spellbound. This is number 6 in the series, and this one honestly just builds on what we've been working on. If you haven't picked up this series, I suggest picking it up and giving it a try, because it is just one of those that it's quick and easy, first off. Secondly, the writing in it is like huge compared to a normal book to me. So they're really easy and quick to get through, and you get to learn about a subject you might not already know anything about. And the characters are really interesting and deep. She takes a lot of time to flesh out all of her characters, even though there are a lot in this series. And so I've really been enjoying it. And yeah, these two I'm giving 5 stars, obviously. But yeah, so those are the books I read for February. I read 7 altogether. I loved most of what I read. I only had one that I was just like about. So I had an overall good reading month. Let me know down in the comment, what was your favorite book of February? What did you read this February that was your favorite book? Mine has to be Acidio, because it was the final book and it tied it up beautifully. It ended the series beautifully. So yeah, I will see y'all guys later. I'll talk to you in the comments. If you like my videos and you like hearing my thoughts on books and, you know, my bookish taste, continue, subscribe, like, and I'll see you on my next one.